It's been a pretty long time since I talked about some little drama that's happening on the internet, and I stopped doing this because I feel like it's just something I just wasn't really felt like doing. But I feel like this drama that's happening right now, or I can say like quote unquote drama that's going on, is kind of like a big deal to me because it has the potential to become a flop on a Concord level flop. And this is none other than the new game that's supposed to be coming out in about 2 weeks, which is called highguard. Now, um, highguard is basically just another typical hero shooter that has been played at the very, very end of the Game Awards before they show who the Game of the Year was. And a lot of people did not like it, me included. Well, a little bit. It's a typical hero shooter. It's free. It's by the same people who made Titanfall. Basically, it's basically like Apex, but instead of Apex, it's going to be a hero shooter. So okay, that's cool. I mean, I feel like I would rather have a Titanfall 3 than a Highguard because a lot of people want Titanfall 3 as like the people who want a Bloodborne remaster or Bloodborne 2. Like, if EA or Respawn or whoever the hell made Titanfall gives us a Titanfall 3, it will blow up. It's going to because it's a game that a lot of people want. Not High God. Nobody wants another freaking Overwatch clone. We already have so much of that. We have Concord. Not anymore. We don't have Concord anymore. Happily, we have Marvel Rivals. We have Overwatch. We have like other hero shooters that's not really important compared to the two that I just listed. So why would we have this? They said it's going to be innovative. They said that this new game, the High Gun game, would be innovative. And I saw the gameplay trailer. Obviously, the only time I saw the gameplay trailer was when the Game Awards happened. Uh, and all I'm going to say is that it looks like your typical hero shooter. It does. There's nothing like, mind blowing where if I was to play the freaking game, my mind would just explode and freaking, like, my brain matters all over the freaking floor like it's some sort of freaking horror movie. Like, there's nothing, like, of importance. It's just another typical hero shooter. And the good thing about this compared to Concord is that it's free. So you don't gotta drop $40 freaking to play a hero shooter. You can probably play like Marvel Rivals and Overwatch 2 for about the same experience, maybe a little bit even better, right? So what's going on? Like, what's going on with this game? Well, ever since that Game Awards thing, which I had no idea why they played it at the end, I'm going to imagine that the reason why they played the trailer at the end of the Game Awards is because um, if that game was to be shown first, nobody would watch the Game Awards. They'd just drop it immediately. Because if that was played at the very beginning, a lot of people would be disappointed, and they wouldn't want to watch it because the game wasn't attention span. So that's why I played like most of the good trailers in the beginning, like the new Star Wars game that's gonna come out, which I'm super excited. A freaking Old Republic game. Oh my god, that's hype! It really is. And if they were to play this trailer, um, into the Game Awards or near the beginning of the Game Awards, a lot of people drop it because they don't like it and they'll probably make fun of it. And also, the Game Awards is known for having like your freaking huge like trailers at the very end of the Game Awards. Like, for example, last year's Game Awards, I think Requiem was announced last, and it was so hype. Everybody was hype. There were cheers around the moon. Everybody was so happy, especially when Leon is coming back. So like, there was so much hype going on. When it came to High God, it's completely different. It just like shattered the entire Game Awards. Now a lot of people are just making fun of it, and ever since that happened, and since a lot of people have been like openly like, they've been open about how much they just don't want to play it or just how much they hate it, and yeah, when that happened, they just went silent. The people who made the game, they just became silent. Like, it's supposed to be dropping in about like 2 weeks or maybe even sooner or earlier or whatever, but they just went dead quiet, like radio silence. It's like they're just not talking anymore. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if there's gonna be another Concord level flop, and people are also nicknaming this game as Concord 2. So that's a huge being called Concord is a freaking like that's an insult. Like, that's a huge insult. If your game is being compared to Concord, you might as well just quit the gaming industry and like work at like freaking McDonald's or something because who we that's embarrassing, right? So I don't know. I might even play it because the reason why I might play it is because it'll probably be on Xbox. It's gonna be an early beta, and it's also gonna be free. It's not gonna be like Concord with an open beta. I think I paid like $40 for it. Like, that's too much for a freaking hero shooter you can just play free, right? So yeah, Hang is this going to be a good game? Is this going to be Concord 2? What's going to happen? My prediction is that I think it is going to flop because of the amount of freaking people who hate this game, just straight up. And now that it became radio silence, they never talked about it ever after the Game Awards. Maybe they acknowledged it, maybe they canceled it, maybe after the beta release, they're just not gonna bother with it anymore. Maybe it failed, you know. Who knows? So instead of making this game, EA make Titanfall 3. There you go. That's how you redeem yourself. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Huge.